Hey guys, welcome back to the filthy workbench as usual. Still haven't cleaned this thing up from the last video. It kills me. It's so weird going through a viewfinder. Everything's backwards. It's like shaving in the mirror. I don't know if you guys have ever shaved in the mirror, but it's weird. At any rate, got a new knife. Another TwoSun. Go figure. It's another one of the cheap ones that I scored off eBay, and I sniped this thing. I got this one for $35. We need to talk about this one. This is the TS-17. I got a lot to talk about. I'm going to try and keep this brief. So for comparisons, we'll set down and knock over Paramilitary 2, smaller than. Another TwoSun, let's throw in the TS-136 Stingray. About the same exact size, lengthwise at least. Not too much different in profile either. A little bit thicker blade stock on the 17. Alright, so, things I like. The G10, not bad, interesting little honeycomb hexagon. Is that a hex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Hexagon design. Really weird blade shape, recurve. Big old belly in it. Multiple different grind lines. It's neat. It's not my favorite, and these are extremely hard to sharpen. I use a wicked edge system when I do my knives, and those flat stones don't really like that at all. It's got a really good sharpening choil though, so we'll see. I may do a reprofile on this, I'm not too sure, but it is D2 as most of their cheaper ones are. I believe that's the night morning design, not watermark, what you call it, trademark, logo, whatever, you know what I mean. Standard TwoSun hardware, Torx inside of there. Again, this is a D2 liner lock, ceramic bearings, ceramic detent, and their horrible pocket clip as per the norm for their cheaper knives. G10 backspacer. A little weird that it stands proud back there. I think they were just trying to add some aesthetics to it. The action on it, the actual action itself is not bad. Obviously, it's ceramic bearings and a big heavy blade. It's going to thunk out there and do good. This flipper tab. Let's talk about this flipper tab. It is frickin' tiny, and if you compare it to what's another one? Okay, the TS-16 from the last video. This is kind of on the smaller side for a flipper tab. This is absurd. It's like my finger is raw from flipping this knife. It is tiny, and if you got any kind of issues with small flippers, you're gonna hate this one. It really weird that they made it that small, and being that it's so far in front of the actual pivot, it's weird. It works. I can't say it doesn't work, but it hurts. You flip this thing for a long enough time, and it hurts. Another thing, this liner lock tab is pretty small. It's not nearly as bad as the 16, but it's still kind of a pain in the butt to get to. They did relieve this side a little bit so that you can get in there, and it's got some jimping to kind of add with grip. It's not terrible, but not great. Really early lockup on this one, but it's got no lock rock. It's solid. It's definitely solid. The fit and finish on the G10 kind of looks like it was built on a Friday at 5 o'clock. Like somebody just ran up to the belt sander and was like, meh, 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 meh. Oh, ship it. But I mean, it's a $35 knife. Like, I can't complain that much about it. And if it really bothered me that much, I could probably reprofile that myself. So, shut up. I won't. I will shut up about it. I will just enjoy my $35 knife and try not to nitpick it. Centering, dead nut centered, as every single TwoSun I've had so far has been dead nut centered. They do a really nice job about that. This action is relatively drop shut. I mean, it's not like my sheepdog that just literally will fall shut like a guillotine. Do that. I'm sorry. I'm getting off subject, but I like that. At any rate, it's close. It's not terrible. Definitely needs some breaking in. Definitely needs some new lube too, because the stuff this comes with is very, very thin. But overall, not a bad knife. A little small for my taste. Kind of like the TS-136, a little small. But this one, because it's got this fat area in the back, it feels more locked into your hand. Like it feels like, you know, because it's fat back here, it can't pull out. I like it. It's not bad. A little small, but overall not bad. I can see using this thing. I can also see reprofiling this into some different shape, because that's going to just be a bear to sharpen when you have to do this area and then grab it again and do that area up front. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. The blade did come with some kind of, I don't know what those marks are. I initially thought it was rust, but D2 is fairly stainless. I'm not sure what that is in there. Tooling marks maybe? I don't know. They broke the edge on the top, so it's not sharp. This edge is, I want to say, absurdly sharp. Like, very sharp. Freshly machined. Very, very sharp. I wonder if that would cut paper. I don't even have any paper here. I got a rack. No, not really. But it's sharp. Trust me, it's sharp. At any rate, the TS-17. Smaller hands, probably be perfect for you. For me, it's a little on the small side. Not a fan of this tiny little button flipper. Not a huge fan of the blade design as far as the edge goes, but it's a beefy one. I could definitely see doing some work with it. I don't know. I'm not sure if this one's a keeper yet. Maybe I should carry it more. I'll carry it for another week, off and on. I can usually tell within the first day if I'm like, yep, that's a keeper, or nope, that's going up on the chopping block. I don't know. We'll see. Tell me what you guys think. If you own one, if you've held one, if you're interested in holding one, let me know down in the comments. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next video.